They are warriors, always at the ready to serve their community and their country.
We don't have a medic. We have to get a combat life here, that's all we got.
The men and women of the National Guard and Reserves provide crucial disaster relief efforts at home and serve around the world to ensure freedom.
Years ago, the common word used to describe Guard and Reserve members was weekend warriors. And that's one of the things that these people are not weekend warriors anymore. They are part of the mainline force protecting this country.
The warriors are also citizens. They are nurses, firefighters, accountants, and mechanics, serving communities, businesses, and employers day in and day out.
And so it's very important that we tell the story because, again, we're going to ask their young men and women to leave on weekends, 2 weeks during the summer, and sometimes 365 days for deployment. So it's awfully important they understand who we are and our mission.
To fully concentrate on their military responsibilities, these citizen soldiers depend on their units, families, and employers for support.
Well, ESGR is an employer support of the Guard and Reserve, is a volunteer agency of the Department of Defense. We provide education, training, and if necessary, mediation for employers of Guard and Reserve employees. It's our mission, our goal, and responsibilities to support the employers of the Guard and Reserve that make up the nearly 50% of our armed forces today.
One way to help employers better understand the need for support and understand the value of having Guard members and reservists on staff are Bosslifts.
Here's a veg, you may vegetarians.
We try to get employers of Guard and Reserve employees, take them out into the field, feed up an MRE, let them see what their employees are doing as far as the training and the type of activities that they're involved in.
During the Golden Coyote 2008 exercise, a group of nearly 30 employers took part in Bosslift Day. The group got a first-hand experience of the training their employees receive while serving in the armed forces, from military occupational skills and confidence building to urban tactical training.
And you can actually be dropped off by this particular Humvee here, and then you can go drive off and you can run around buildings and interact with your enemy. And then if this Humvee gets destroyed somehow, another vehicle can swing by and you can get in that vehicle.
I just am very impressed with, we know that as a civilian, we know that there's several thousand guards that come from all over the United States, and just actually being out and seeing what they do.
And that's what we're going to do when we get our direction. Then we're going to do our pace count.
Employers were introduced to land navigation, map reading skills, a soldier confidence course, and took a ride on a CH-47 Chinook helicopter.
We didn't know a whole lot about it coming into it, but it's just been phenomenal. I've had a lot of friends that have been in the Guards and in the Air Force and the Army that have been overseas, and so it's really interesting to see the training that they do and the real life, the visual things that they can go through before they go over there.
Kevlar, they say that a Kevlar can take a bullet, but there's been a few Kevlars that haven't been able to.
Really?
But the new Kevlars are much better to wear, much comforting, and more padding on the top. This here, when you got your plates in there, it's going to add the weight onto it. But you're going to be carrying your M16, you might have your gas mask, you might have other stuff on you, so you're carrying a lot of weight with you. So,
yeah,
it's good training, good stuff.
Sweet.
But that's the IBA wearing.
Wow.
So what do you think? I mean, you think it's heavy just right now?
Not really.
Not really?
But I'm just standing here too.
Yeah. Cool.
Being in exercises and working with a team player like that does help them go back to their regular work and maybe excel. A lot of the Guards people that I have worked with are natural leaders. They are kind of step forward and lead really the rest of the organization.
1, 2, 3.
Well, I think the ESGR program is a wonderful thing. I see it as a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for all of the employers that are here that are going to be able to experience and gain some awareness on what the Guard and Reserve do, because a lot of those employers don't really have an idea of what actually goes on. I think building that relationship between the two is a positive thing and can only help.
Just as National Guard and Reserve members are critical to a strong national defense, employer support of these citizen warriors ensures the viability of America's all-volunteer force.
We tell our soldiers that they're heroes because America needs heroes. And sometimes we need to remember that we've got two other heroes in life. First we have the soldiers, airmen, and families and employers.
By supporting members of the Guard and Reserve, employers join the ranks as citizen heroes. ESGR recognizes and thanks employers for supporting the men and women who give so much to their communities and their country.